MotoGP is back and we were treated to an absolutely brilliant race around Silverstone. Pecco Bagnaia took the victory, but we're going to focus on the guy who finished in second place. It's a redemption story as such, as Maverick Vinales continues his strong form for Aprilia. And when you think about it, this time last year, or whenever we had the British Grand Prix, or pretty much any time last year in the summer break and leading into the second half of the season, the fractures between Maverick Vinales and Yamaha were open. He went to Austria, we had the whole RevGate situation with him revving the bike. Yamaha suspended him, and then they sacked him, so he didn't even race at Silverstone last year. He joined Aprilia a few rounds later at Aragon, and then went on a development train pretty much of getting himself used to the bike. And even at the start of this year, he struggled, and people even questioned if it was Maverick, was his time up in MotoGP. But at the back end of the first half of the season, things started to change. Last time out at Assen, he got his first podium for the team. This weekend, he was sensational. He was straight away quick from Friday. At FP1, he was comfortable. It looked like he had made even a bigger step over the summer break. You've seen him on Instagram. He had been training. He looked like he was enjoying his life. He was just in a good place. And that translated on the track with Maverick. Because as we know, he is a very confident, heavy person. And I suppose anyone is. But Maverick, when he has confidence and he has the belief that he can do something, there's not many riders that are better than him in MotoGP when he's on that form. Yesterday in qualifying, he managed to stick it on second place. He was so close to the pole position. But the question came to the race, and that's the big question with Maverick Vinales: can he deliver on race day? He got a good start. He dropped back to around 5th place, and slowly but surely throughout that race, he was able to pick his way through, and he nearly won the Grand Prix. We'll go into detail about that in a bit, but just an appreciation for how well Maverick has transformed his year. And like I say, the redemption story, you think back to last year, that was really bad for Maverick and Yamaha publicly for how just things ended. Maverick was wrong, and he admitted that. I think that the whole move to Aprilia, people questioned, people laughed, but he's seen the vision. He's seen what Aleix Espargaro was able to do last year. He's seen the signs of that. Even in testing, he was quick. But, the time that Maverick has had to get everything right, and he has told Aprilia, if you back me, I will be able to get the results. And I think it's a really good sign for the second half of this season, and especially for Aleix Espargaro, who we know had a massive crisis weekend. Yesterday in FP4, he damaged both his ankles. It was 110 mile an hour high side at turn 12. It was so nasty, and he was able to pick up some good points today. Only finished one position behind Fabio Quartararo, but to have his teammate Maverick up there being able to fight for victories, it's such an advantage that Quartararo doesn't have, because Franco Morbidelli was just inside the top 15, and the other Yamahas were even further back. But Aleix has the trust in Maverick now that he knows he can be fast, and I think that's a real benefit for where Aprilia want to go this season. They are in this title fight still, but having Maverick is an even better weapon to their armory, because Ducati have Miller, Bagnaia, they have plenty of others. You have the satellite riders, Bastianini, Martin, Zarco, who sadly crashed out today when leading. When is that win going to come for Zarco? But we'll analyse all that on the Crash MotoGP podcast tomorrow. Just let me know your thoughts on Maverick. I think it's sort of the return of the Mack. He's got the confidence. 2 podiums in a row. 3rd place, a 2nd place. We'll go to Austria next, where everything happened last year. Could you imagine if Maverick has an even better weekend there? The Aprilia should go well. It's been flawless around every track this year. Who knows what's going to happen? I think that Maverick has the potential to play a big factor in this title fight, and I'm just happy to see him smiling, confident, and to be at the front in MotoGP, where I think he deserves to be, because he's a nice guy and he's a class act when he's at his top. So yeah, Pecco Bagnaia wins the British Grand Prix. Like I said, there'll be more on the whole race tomorrow on the Crash MotoGP podcast. But this video is to Maverick Vinales. Very happy to see Maverick up at the front in MotoGP. Make sure to subscribe to Crash MotoGP for more content. And don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. And I will see you throughout the week in the next video.